What's up, guys? It is 2 days away from my big operation. Okay, I don't know if I like the camera better here or here. Okay, I'm gonna keep it right here for now because the lighting. Okay, anyway, so today I'm gonna be telling you guys about how I met my man. Okay, anyway, so we met last year. No, I'm just kidding. We met last year on Hinge. And this was like, before I met him, I was single for like a year and some change. And my cousin actually told me, oh, download Hinge. Like, that's where I met my husband. And I was like, girl, ain't nobody trying to download Hinge. So she helped me like make my account, blase blase. And then, yeah, so I downloaded it. And then the first couple guys that I scrolled across, they were just like not it. One guy actually, like, we started texting like on the app, and he was like, oh, can I get your number? I give him my number. And why did he ask me for $60? He was like, hey, I'm kind of broke right now and I need money for da 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 da. Can you pay me $60? And I was like, oh, actually, like, I'm so petty. I was actually gonna ask you for $60 because I want to get my nails done. And then, like, obviously he never responded because, like, come on, we never even met, we never went on a date. Like, why are you asking me for $60? Anyway, there was nice people on there. I went on a date with like maybe one person on there, I believe, but my boyfriend was the winner. Like, before him, I dated really trash guys. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so how our thing happened was, we both matched or whatever, however it works. And, like, we were texting for a cool minute before we gave each other phone numbers. So when he did give me his phone number, I was like, oh, send me a contact picture. That's my thing. Send me a fucking contact picture, okay? And then he sent me the same picture that was on his Hinge profile. And I was like, are you a catfish? Like, you don't have any more pictures than what's on your profile? And then the pictures look old because the quality, they look like an old phone quality. He was like, no, I don't like taking pictures of myself. I was like, you're a catfish. He's like, I'm not a catfish. He's like, let's go on a date this week then since you think I'm a catfish. And I was like, oh, he ain't playing. So then, that Friday, we ended up going on a date. And, like, mind you, at the time, we lived like 20 miles apart. So, easy. We lived 20 miles apart. And he was like, oh yeah, I could pick you up, we're gonna go here and there. And he was, on the first date, he was like 15-20 minutes late. So I was like, oh my god, he's probably not gonna come, he's probably gonna bail, probably gonna cancel. This man literally picked me up and then drove all the way back to where he lives to take me on a date, then drove me all the way back home. And I was like, oh my god, he's such a gentleman. He opened the door for me, all this other stuff. And I was like, oh my god, he's truly a nice man. And then he was opening the door to where we were eating. He was just really nice. And then what really got it for me was these two things. So, one thing, we were walking around the mall and we were waiting for our table to be ready. So we were like killing time, walking around the mall. And he was really like wanting to know me. Like, before we started actually dating, we were talking for a few weeks. And yeah, so we were talking for a few weeks before we actually got in a relationship. And like, when we went on our first date, he was like asking questions about me. Like, nobody's ever done that before. So he was like genuinely asking me questions like, oh, about my health. Like, normally I don't like telling people about my health, especially like new relationships, because I don't want to overwhelm them. But it's like, he wanted to be overwhelmed. He wanted to know. Like, he genuinely wanted to know. So I was like, oh, I was like getting like a little like, oh, is this a test? Is he trying to test me? And then he was like asking me about my health, and obviously cancer survivor stuff. So he was like, oh, you're very strong, you survived many things, da 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 da. And I was like, what game is he trying to play? So at first, my wall for him was like built very high, like it was like Great Wall of China high. And then the second thing was when on our first date, when we were eating, we didn't discuss like prior when our birthdays were, like, so when I asked him when we were eating, I was like, when's your birthday? He's like, May 2nd. I was like, shut the fuck up. He's like, no, I'm serious, it's May 2nd. And I was like, that's my birthday. He's like, and I didn't believe him. I literally didn't believe him. I was like, let me see your ID. And he's like, what the heck? I was like, because my birthday's May 2nd. And I was like, your birthday's not May 2nd. It can't be. So then he pulled out his ID, and I was like, I looked at it. I was like, oh shit, it really is May 2nd. He was like, yeah, why would I lie? So like a few minutes after that, I literally was like, I need to go to the bathroom. I was literally in the bathroom thinking to myself, like, this man is my soulmate. Like, oh my god, it's too soon to be thinking this, but he's my soulmate. He's the one. Just because we have the same birthday. So, oh my god, yeah. But after I took my little bathroom break to get a grip on reality that, oh my god, I can't just base that he's my soulmate because we have the same birthday, I got a grip. I went back out there and we're talking. I honestly thought after we ate, he was gonna take me back home. But after we ate, he was like, hey, do you want to go to Top Golf? I was like, oh my god, he still wants to hang out with me. He loves me. And then I was like, oh, you still want to kick it with me? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm down to go to Top Golf. I didn't even know what that was until that day. So we went to Top Golf after that, and I was having so much fun. And I thought it was so cool. And then after we went to Top Golf, and this is what made me really into him, and this is what made me drop the other people that I was talking to, are like, yeah. So okay, when we went to Top Golf after we were done playing, like he said, oh, you want to go sit on the patio and just talk? I was like, he wants to talk to me, he wants to get to know me some more. I was like, butter me up, biscuit. So I was like, this man is something else. So then before we finished playing like the round at Top Golf, he had already asked me, is there gonna be a second date? And I was like, yeah. So then before our second date, like the day before, to cure the nervousness for me, he called me to talk to me, and we were on the phone for like 4 hours. So yeah, and he knew that like I had been through some sexual trauma because he asked me somewhere along the lines like, oh, why do you get so defensive about certain things, blah 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 blah. And then like I told him, and he was like, oh, okay. So he knew, and then like a bunch of other stuff came up, but he knew like why I had a great wall like this so built up. And it within the first 3 months of dating him, he kept telling me like, look, I love you, you don't need to have this brick wall up, I'm gonna be here for you. And like it was really hard for me to listen to what he was saying and not be like, oh, he's just like every other guy, he's just like every other nigga. Like it was really hard for me, but like it took a lot of me to bring those bricks down. But we've been together now 1 year and 2 months. This is like, he gave this to me for our 1 year, and I was like too stunned to speak because I was like, whoa. And it's a freaking promise ring. I've never in my 25 years of life, no man has ever gave me a promise ring. And I don't know, in my opinion, this is huge for a promise ring. So when he gave this to me, I was like, and I cherish it. And honestly, he is like the most kind, caring, compassionate, loving, like gentleman that I have ever been with. And yeah, we have our ups and downs, but all relationships and couples do. But he is like the best man that I've ever been with, and I'm pretty certain we are going to be getting married, and he's gonna have my babies. Well, I'm gonna have his babies, or we're gonna do surrogacy or something. But yeah, he's very supportive, very uplifting, and he just loves me. And well, that's what I was gonna say, I forgot. But when I had my first surgery, he was literally like my little nurse. He was helping me. He was packing my wound, changing my dressing. And I was just like, any normal, like not normal, but any fucked up guy, they would have dipped. Like I had an ex before, they dipped when they found out I had cancer. And he just, like, my boyfriend just, he sticks beside me. So yeah, that's how we met. And yeah, like this year and 2 months has gone by so quick. Like I was like, what the hell? And it's so crazy because like, so okay, it's Christmas. Like it's gonna sound funny when I say it like this, but it's Christmas. And then New Year's, we like to do stuff. Like for New Year's, we went to Vegas because I knew I was gonna have my surgery in the end of January. So we were like, let's go to Vegas for New Year's. So it's Christmas, New Year's, and then March is our anniversary. So it's like, okay, we have to buy presents in December for each other, for family. New Year's, spend money to go somewhere, and then we have March. We were gonna travel. Okay, so we were gonna travel for our 1 year to Canada, but because I had surgery, we had to put that on hold, and it's still on hold because I'm about to have another surgery in 2 days. So anyway, and then after March, it's our birthday. So it's like we have all these things that are just like, and it's like when it came to our anniversary, when it came to his birthday, I was like, I don't know what to get this man. Like, I'm running out of gifts. And then I have this thing where, like, when it's like our 1 month anniversary every month, I like to get him a card with like something lovey-dovey in it, and then with a little something in there. But I'm like, dude, you getting expensive. I'm running out of money, okay? But I still get him a card. Sometimes I put little cute stuff in there. It just depends. But I like to do that just to keep the relationship alive. That's just something I do because I'm just a very kind, thoughtful person. But like my boyfriend, for example, he doesn't like, not that he doesn't like it, he just doesn't wrap gifts. So like for my birthday, he literally just handed me stuff. I was like, babe, what is this? He's like, what? I'm like, you didn't wrap it. He's like, you're gonna use it? What's the point of wrapping it? So he does not wrap presents unless it's Christmas. So yeah, he's not really a card giver either. The only time I got a card from him was Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, then there's Valentine's Day in between all of what I just said. So yeah, for Valentine's Day, I got a card from him. Yeah, but yeah. I actually got this really nice thing for Valentine's Day from him. It was like this reserved rose in like this beautiful box. And it was actually really nice because I was really bummed out that we weren't going to be able to do anything for Valentine's Day because it was our first Valentine's Day together. And like I had just had my surgery, so we couldn't go anywhere. And he like DoorDashed me like flowers because he had work. So he DoorDashed me like, a bouquet of flowers and balloons. And then like he ordered something from 1-800-Flowers. He ordered like a few things from there. And then like I was like, who's knocking on my door? And then I got this notification from DoorDash like, oh, somebody sent you a gift, blah 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 blah. And I like, it literally made my day because I remember when that happened, I was sick, and then I was also recovering from surgery, so I literally just felt like I wanted to. But yeah, that's how I met my boyfriend. And yeah, 1 year and 2 months strong, baby. But yeah, I love him, and he's mine. If I can't have him, nobody can. Like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Let me know in the comments what other videos I should make. 2 more days.